Early. Scammer. Test. Tammer. Tammy. Tammy. Early. Scammer. Test. Tammy from Tammyland. Tammy from Bob's Burgers. What a bitch. But what isn't a bitch is me, because I am doing something different. And by different, I mean I've probably been like the 50th, 1000th person to actually do this. But this is our good friend Quiz Time. This is also low energy videos, by the way, so hi. We're gonna do something a bit different here today, because quite honestly, I'm not getting sick of gaming, because I still game on my own time, but I am getting sick of, you know, just streaming the same games over and over again, or even newer games. They're all well and good. Like, I enjoy Limbo, but still a game. And this channel was, while I knew I'd always fall back on gaming, you know, I didn't actually plan to fall back on gaming. So, if I can do something different, I am. So we are going to go and do 10 different quizzes. Some slightly more stupid than others, but all important. And the most important one, we start now. We start with something that we all have in common, the love of a good sandwich. What kind of sandwich are you? Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm a juicy, thick sandwich. But I'm also probably a very unhealthy sandwich that isn't very creative. Sometimes you don't want a creative one. What kind of sandwich are you? Begin game. What would you describe you as the best? Caring, loud, balanced, smart, funny, motivated. Yeah, yes. I always want to be a caring sandwich. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm definitely not motivated. Christ, let's just scrap that one right there. Balanced? No. Funny? I don't want to toot my own penis, but yeah, maybe. Smart? Yeah, I have my moments. Loud? Not as much as people think, but I can be loud, especially around people who are quiet. So that's not a good example. Caring. You know what? Caring is really the only one. Then again, I don't care as much as I should. The only thing I can really think of is that I have moments of being funny, so let's do that. Are you a major snacker? Who isn't? Nope, occasionally. Only occasionally. I literally have some Bravita biscuits right here. These things are lovely and so filling too. Who isn't? Choose something yellow. Alright, this can die in a horrible accident. Yeah, damn, just dunking it into a cup of tea. That looks refreshing. Fuck yeah. These two are winning because I don't like peanut M&Ms. I just don't. I know I should, but I don't. I'm a horrible person. So, cheese chips. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for cheese. I always am in the mood for chips. What's your favorite condiment? Hot sauce, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, relish. I do use ketchup for a lot of things. I'm only really now getting into mustard, like really hot mustard. The mayonnaise, Jeff, the mayonnaise is alright, nice and mellow. Not a fan of relish. Hot sauce. You know, I'm going to pretend I'm more creative than I am. I'm going to put down hot sauce. There's no barbecue sauce, though. I love me some barbecue sauce. What's your favorite genre? Romance, sci-fi, fantasy, drama, comedy, or horror? Ooh. Romance? Once in a blue moon, I'll be like, aw, well done for them. They got through their problem in a 3-act structure and found love. Sci-fi? Fuck yes. Fantasy? Also fuck yes. So, drama? Sometimes fuck yes. Particularly if it's based off, like, a real-life event. Say, Spotlight or Frost v Nixon or something like that. Comedy, not as much as some people, but yeah, I do comedy. Believe it or not, horror is my least interested because it never seems to actually scare me as much as other people. I find it fun. I've got some horror films, but like even then, they're kind of borderline ones. My favorite horror film is Alien. That's more sci-fi. So I'm actually going to pick sci-fi. Choose something fluffy. Oh, yeah. If Claire Daly's ever watching this, I know what she'd pick right away. Those are nice, but I'm going to tell you now, in hot weather, they make your head sweat like fucking crazy. Clouds remind me of flying and seeing clouds. They never stop being shocking. They're probably going to win. Big motherfucking clouds. When you look out your window, no matter how many times you've been flying, they're always majestic. And there's something very surreal about them and off-putting. Like any moment you're going to see another plane. And you know what? I've been in really crowded skies and I have seen other planes clip out of the clouds. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's not terrifying. Slippers. Never been much of a slipper guy. I like the idea of slippers, but then my feet sweat. Pancakes. Bunny. Now, if bunny represents all different animals, then yeah, maybe. And cotton candy. Not a big cotton candy floss. Cotton candy. Not a big one. So yeah, I'm gonna put bunny. Bunny. And again, this is a food thing. I've had rabbit. I wouldn't recommend it. It's very chalky. I always find the flavor. But yeah. Oh boy, advertisement that isn't loading because of. There we are. Because of my ad blocker. Fuck you, late tier capitalism. Are you okay with sharing food? It depends what I'm eating, really. Sometimes if it's like the last bit of food and I've been gagging for it all day and someone tries it. Context, so yeah, it depends what I'm eating. Pick one Oprah. Ah yes, sandwiches. Oprah, it just seems natural. That one has alcohol in it, so she wins by default. That one's a meme though, I like memes. Sad Oprah was my generational Oprah. That's Oprah after she realizes she's been out for too long. She's been doing this for too long. Like, okay, here we go again. No, alcohol Oprah is Oprah for me. How often do you argue with people? Oh, all the time I live for my drama? I do not. I like watching other people have real debates. Real two extremes. Usually one extreme is absolutely ridiculous. Normally someone on the alt-right, but you know, sometimes someone on the alt-left. They can just be so over the top that they're just enter the hilarity level. Yes, that's a real thing. Oh, I should move the chat where I can actually see it. Yeah, it's down here at the bottom. No, should be up here at the top. This where my angle will be better. And yes, that is the boss from Monsters Inc. Fuck you. Big whoop. Wanna fight about it? How often do you argue with people? Oh, all the time. I live for the drama. Only when I have to defend myself. Never. I don't bother with any nonsensical behavior. I argue with people. Not a lot. I do make accusations though, so I suppose I'll put middle ground. Which fictional couple defines your relationship goals? Jim and Pam seem fucking awesome. Never liked anything to do with the Big Bang Theory except for the girl from what was it, Blossom? Yeah, she was hot. The one with glasses that goes out with Sheldon. Olivia and Fritz from Scandal, don't know it. Mulder and Scully, X-Files. Ooh, that seems fun. Hannah and Caleb's Pretty Little Liars, never saw it. And Gilmore Girls. Kind of like Mulder and Scully. They get to do everything on the list, except they don't really get shit-faced all that much. That's the only thing. I mean, Mulder does. Scully doesn't. She's way too prim and proper. Still, I find her hot, so why not? Do you like to cook? I've been known to dabble in the kitchen. I'm basically a professional. God, what a douchebag thing to say. If you are good in it, you either point out the fact that you are a professional, or you point out that you just go, yeah. If you're good at it, you just say yeah. That's what I always find when people who are good in the kitchen. Or kinda. I have been known to dabble in the kitchen. That sums me up very well. Choose dessert to serve at the party. Not a big fan of macaroons. Those look really nice. What's that, a trifle? Not everyone likes trifle. That cake. Not really much to go around. Let's go with those cupcake things. Skip. What makes you happy? Family or friends? Traveling the world? Ooh. Helping others. Being creative. Accomplishing my career goal. What is happiness? God, I hope the sandwich I pick. I love to travel the world, but that doesn't make me happy. That makes me fulfilled, and I don't know if that's the same as happiness. My darkness of the soul even reaches into my sandwiches of despair. Yeah, what is happiness? Which vegetables? You absolutely need in a sandwich. Vegetables are for wimps, though if I had to pick any of them, probably onions, but really well diced onions. Or say tomato puree, but as I can't pick either one of them exactly the way I want them, let's go with that. Although I will say sandwich, no. Sushi, yes, for avocado. What gift totally gets you? That's pretty good. Alright, I can't stand David Schwimmer or Ross, but he is holding alcohol, so he wins by default. I mean, that's pretty damn awesome, but meh. Heck, what the fuck? What a weak-willed... What the hell? I wanted like a meatball sub or something. Egg salad sandwich. You're a bit wacky, which means not everyone will get you out of the personality. That's okay though, because you're always unapologetically you. That's exactly what it should be. I call bullshit. Where's my red meat? Where's my bacon? Lies! Lies and slander. So apparently an egg sandwich. Great. Fantastic. I feel better now than I ever had before. Fuck. I wanted something cool like a meatball sub or a meat lover's something or a meat. Forget the bread, just more meat. How gay are you? Now this is the question that I have racked myself on for decades. But the important thing is, while people have questioned this and even killed themselves or being killed over this argument, I am here to make it easier. And more importantly, so is BuzzFeed. Thank you, BuzzFeed. Finding an answer without puzzling you all this time. Puzzling you all this time? No. The questions that have been puzzling me all this time has not been, how gay am I? It's, will they ever find a cure for baldness before I'm dead? Will real dolls ever become real? These are things that haunt my soul. Also, I suppose, is there a God? Life after death? Blah blah blah. But I've got really important things to think about. Choose a color: red, blue, pink, yellow, lilac, green. Interesting how none of the colors match up unless my color blindness is worse. I thought red, blue, probably blue, pink. Sometimes. I'm not one of those dudes who get like freaked out that he's wearing pink. Oh no, pink. Yellow. Yeah, yellow can be fun. Lilac can be very fun. Green, I'm Irish, so I just have to deal with green everywhere. Blue. Pick a Beyonce. Flawless Beyonce. Single latest Beyonce. Run the world. Drug club. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not into Beyonce. Oh, that's just gonna knock my gay down to the corner, but yeah, let's do it. Though if I had to pick it, it would probably Drunken Love. Do you enjoy... Well, this is the actual question you might want to ask when you're, doing these sort of thing. Do you enjoy consensual sexual experiences with or feel a sexual encounter with the same sex as yourself? Never. I've even kissed a dude. Nothing. Nada. Nope. What would you like? What is an odd question? Like, this would be a sort of obvious question you would ask in one of these things. That's a weird moment where you're like, wait, you're asking about my sexuality? I wasn't expecting you to ask about my sexuality. What city would you most like to live in? New York, London, Paris, San Francisco, Tokyo, Moscow. Ooh, it'd be really a mashup between these two, but New York's got better weather and... Moscow? Really? Moscow? San Francisco, cool. Tokyo, too expensive. These two are too expensive. Fuck no. Big X. Big X. Why couldn't have the Germans blown up Paris as they had planned to do in 1944? Oh, fuck you, gay Paris. I know you're gay, Paris, but maybe you have to be gay to enjoy it. And that's not even true for San Francisco or any other city. In fact, I don't even think gay people enjoy Paris. There's probably a lot of bigots there. Let's go with New York. New York's always a good choice. What's your drink of choice? Beer, gin and tonic, white wine, cocktail, stout, whiskey. Now, I like everything there except for stout. Oh no, but you're Irish, Dylan. I know, fuck you. Fuck you and the horse that you didn't ride in on because you drive a car because you're living in the 21st century. Or you're taking a bus because you're trying to save the planet. But I don't like stout. Beer. It's my drink of choice because it's cheap, it's easy to consume, and there's a lot of variety in it. Plus, there's constant new variety in it. There's only 2 gin and tonics you can have, and everything else is just a mixer. White wine, that's fine, I guess. Not too bad. Cocktails are hilariously fun. I got chose whiskey, but actually chose Desperado in the background. So what I should have had was whiskey up here, because there's the spirits. What the fuck? That actually looks like an Irish pub, though. Okay, why don't you just lead with this? I mean, there's no other way around it. Put the chat box up here. For when people finally show up, this looks like it's going to be mostly people watching after the fact. Just to clarify, do you enjoy having sex with people of the same sex? No. Really? No. Barely. Sort of now and then. Quite a lot. I already told you, yes I do. Even its own one is fucking knowing this is a joke. No, really, no, I don't. I like watching lesbians have sex or bisexual girls have sex. I don't even like that many dudes to women ratio. I think for every, like, 1 dude, 2 women is awesome. 3 is a little bit too much, but even then, just have them. Bill, you're finally here. You missed the sandwich. After a long time of searching, I discovered my true sandwich. I am a egg salad. I feel horrible. Now I'm finding out how gay I am. So far, it doesn't look like I'm very gay at all. What's your ideal Saturday night? Clubbing till 5 a.m? Nope. Dinner and theatre. That actually doesn't sound too bad if I'm with someone. Quiet drinks with friends. They never end quiet. Doing something new. Depends. House party? Fuck no, but I've done that in. Night in with Netflix. Can I combine quiet drinks with friends with night in with Netflix? Look at them. Boom, 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 boom. Probably... I wanted like a meatball sub or something. Probably... Yeah, probably a quiet drink with friends. That can always be good. But the thing about it is, my nights out with people usually include one of these other 2 things, you know? Not the theater so much as like a movie, but still. Ooh, hang on. Have you ever felt sexual attraction to someone of the same sex? Nope. This one time? Yep, a bit. Quite a lot. Your questions are weird. Nope. Because this one is... The questions aren't weird. They're just angled weird. Like, why do they have... Like, this is the 3rd time now they've asked me more or less the same question. Unless it's BuzzFeed, but even it's aware of it. Nope. Now, if I have to ask that one more time, I might even throw the curveball and just say yes, quite a lot. Which president do you most identify with? Alright. Barack Obama. Obama changed. Nope. Taft. Who the hell would pick Taft? Ronald Reagan. Well, I don't like the way he let the companies roll away with them. Abe Lincoln? Maybe. I mean, he was kind of a moderate in a lot of things he did. Meanwhile, James Buchanan did jack all with anything. These are weird choices for presidents. I kind of identify with him on a personal level. He was a shit president. I'll pick him though. What's your favorite root vegetable? Okay. I'm Irish, so there can only be one. Oh, look, they tried to spice it up by throwing in sweet potato. Good man. But I am potato. If you, now of course I also vote for JFK. If you could pick your ideal partner for a romantic date, what qualities would they have? They'd be the same sex as me. Why even fucking try to have this argument then? Preferably the same sex as me, but mostly, hot. Don't care about their sex. Ideally the opposite sex, but it's no biggie. They must be the opposite sex, you hear me? Dates are boring. Well, if I'm going out on a date, there's a romantic and sexual side to it, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm straight. It's not complicated. Pick a weather phenomenon. Flooding. Little fluffy clouds. Sunshine. Tornado. Ball lightning. Big pretty rainbow. God, they're not even trying with that one. I like little fluffy clouds. Which sex is the sexiest? Same sex as butts everywhere. Oh God, I don't know if mostly the same as me, but hey, all sexes are sex. Opposite sexes wins. Stop being a sexiness facet. Well, the thing is, I can appreciate a man if he's good looking. I really can. I don't want to fuck him, but I can go, yeah, he's good looking. I know some guys don't ever really think of that, but I do, and I'm going like, yeah, he's good looking. Did you fuck him? No. If you were gay? Maybe. Probably. Probably wouldn't have the balls to go up and talk to him. Same sex as me, duh. Mostly the same sex as me, but hey, all sexes are sexies. Opposite. Opposite sex wins just. Pick an arbitrary box. Screw your boxes! A plane leaves New York at 4... They know this is a fucking joke. Plane leaves New York at 4:15 local time. Bound for London. Travelling at 500 miles per hour. But a plane leaves London at 9:30 p.m. local time in the opposite direction. Travelling at 550 miles per hour. To maintain a constant airspeed, do you ever want to have sex with someone of the same sex? Yeah, still yes. You can't trick me. Yes. Awkward wave hand gesture. This quiz does not represent me at all. You are not gay. You are not gay. You really enjoy experiences of opposite sex. You are attracted both physically and emotionally people of the opposite sex, and you are not very keen on all the same sexual. Heterosexuality is fun. You're damn right it is. But they should put like a little caveat, like you're not gay, but you really don't care if people are gay, which is true. I do not. So yeah, big shock. I am not gay. Why do they have it in such a sinister overlay? I don't imagine that gay people have their outcome doing that. Which Star Wars character are you? A long time ago, and this is the most important one because I am definitely going to be Jabba the Hutt. Long time ago, because a galaxy far, far away. Pick a Bond film. I've got to pick GoldenEye because it was always my childhood fantasy. It wasn't a childhood fantasy, but I grew up on it. Okay, so pick a social network. I'm going to pick Facebook because I'm on it most of all. I mean, besides that, I suppose I go on Google Plus from time to time, but not much of it. And I peruse, like, MySpace. Facebook. What was your favorite subject? Where's history? History. There's no history. That makes me angry. Biology, foreign languages, religious studies, philosophy. I'll go with philosophy. Pick a color. Purple, orange, green, gold, black, pink, red, blue, yellow. They already asked me this last time with the gay one. So I'm going to pick... That's pink? That looks like faded out grey to me there. Go with gold. Pick a Beatles song. God, this is vague. This is just gonna hit a random number generator. I kind of like it. Pick a Beatles song. Hard Day Night. Help. So they're standing. Right, let be. Here comes the sun. Octopus Garden. Blackbird. Probably Here Comes the Sun. What's your ideal first date? Going for a drive, night walk through the woods, watching a foreign language film. God, what a pretentious cunt. You've never had a first date. Aww. Shooting watts in your T16. That's disturbing. Going for a picnic in a waterfall. Putting out. Watching stand-up comedy. Hey, if she's got to put out on her first date, might as well do the same. Pick a Breaking Bad character. Probably pick Walt. You got Yoda! Wait, hold on. Hold on. Right there. Is that Yoda? No, seriously, is that Yoda? It is. Because I know that's Luke. I know that's Ray. But is that Yoda? Oh, anyone who doesn't watch DP has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about now. Egghead, you are, as always, a laughing stock. At least people are talking about you. Now we go to a far more important one, hopefully with a little bit more oomph to it because it's not BuzzFeed. Who's your ideal boyfriend? This €1 quid will help you figure out what kind of guy is for you. Okay. What fits your personality the most? Crazy, outgoing, artistic, with lots of friends. Deep perspective on life and closed off from the world. Oh, I can't help that. It's probably going to be that. I am very closed off from the world. What's your dream date? Either hang out at the house, go skateboarding, or walking with them. Skateboarding? That's twice skater now. Go for a walk. Study date, movie or concert. Probably a movie. What do you like to do? Cooking or reading? I like art stuff. Breaking rules! XD. Whoa, what's up with this burping? Read or hang on. There's not much in the way of choices here. Cooking or reading? Look at this. Read, cooking or reading. Same things. I like art stuff, hang out with friends and tell jokes. Breaking rules. I like stuff. I gotta pick one of these, do I? Probably this. What's the situation when your crush is flirting with your best friend? Walk away and talk to my friend later. Probably that. I don't want to see it. That's what I used to be like anyway. One bit away and trash talk him later with her. Join the conversation. Cry and punch my best friend for letting him hit on her. Punch him in the face. Like, he might not even be receptive. But, you know, just the idea of her talking at all. Because she's my property. This particular one was Roos V. Oh! How incel are you? Is that a thing? If it is, I totally have to do that. Hang on, folks. I gotta check that out. Yes. Yes. It is. So we got one more now. It's a real thing. We're doing it after this one. Fuck off. I'm looking forward to that one. Now, in the situations I was at, walk away and talk to my friends later. I also might try to join a conversation, but I don't want to be a third wheel, so I'm guessing this, quite honestly, with you. What do you find most attractive about guys? Well, their eyes are a good start, and those pecs. When they always know how to answer the questions, when they break rules, when they hang out with me a lot, when they act totally crazy, when they smile, when they act totally crazy. I skilled this rabbit and put it on my head. Want to go out with me? When they hang out with me a lot, when they break the rules. when they smile and talk quietly to me. That's what I've always done with girls in the past, and they liked it. So, yeah, okay. What kind of music genre do you like? I love all music, anything, so long as I like it. Yeah, pretty much me. Um, what would you have crush you had admittedly he's well, what would you do if your crush admitted he had a thing for you? That's why I want to study with me sometime. How old is this for like 15-year-olds? I'd smile and say feel the same. I'll kiss him. I'd blush and get really nervous. I'm trying to think of myself as a teenage girl. I do my best to, yeah, I'd like hang out with me sometime, you know. What's your favorite color? Sophisticated colors like black, white. Sophisticated colors. What the fuck? I like all colors. I like classic old school colors. Black, old school color? What the fuck is an old school color? Stuff you could only make from like pigment. Sophisticated color like black, white, grey, or brown. I like all colors. I like all colors, for God's sake. What's your favorite object or ejects? There better be a dildo here. Nerd glasses. She loves her nerd glasses. Okay, or a funny T-shirt. That's something. Anything you'll find in a museum. Skateboard or necklace. Books. I like informational books. What the fuck? That makes no sense. I like informational books. I'm also going to pick that one for the record. But I mean, every book would have an information on it, even if it was absolutely blank. The information on the book would be nothing. It could be a metaphor for life. Or this test. This is terrible. I love it. Last question. What is your self-esteem like? Great, because I know I'm smarter than everyone else, bitch. Depends. Pretty good. I let everyone's ideas in. Really good. I don't care what other people say. People bring me down easily. They don't do that, but next one down, sure. Test results. Comments 5. Let's quickly have a let's have a look at these. Let's have a look at these comments. I always feel like I have no true friends, but the way I feel every now and then, I feel like my true friends are always around me. I just don't know. I've crushed on like 7 guys. Slut. Just fuck them all then. Seriously. I got punk rebel. Okay. Who's your ideal boyfriend? What? Oh man. You mean I can't easily fix myself up into a societal norm just by answering a few generic questions? Huh. This world. For 30%, you are. The best guy for you is a funny, crazy guy. He will like comedies and jokes around you all the time. All the time. That's... Keep your eyes out for funny and awesome match. Your score wasn't clear. 30%, your perfect guy. Be a sensitive, shy, but understanding guy. Likes to read, a deep perspective on life. Keep your eyes open for him. So basically an anime male character in a dating sim. Your score wasn't clear. Even on this, or even this. Be smart and independent. He can take care of himself, loves school. Ew, what a fucking dork. I hope I wouldn't be going out with that douche down there in the corner. Well, that was... I'm going to go with the... I'm probably going to go with a combination of these two to make 60%. Yeah. I want 60% of a man. Now, we're finally into a realm of muted Asian people. Okay, that was odd. What kind of cocktail are you? No, thanks. Get away, ads. Ads need to die. Fuck you, ads. Now, this one is going to speak to me on a fundamental level. On a fundamental level. That's more like it. What kind of cocktail are you? Which cocktail best matches your personality? You are... right. You are. Your friends and family will describe you as down-to-earth, unique, fun, I don't know, quiet, fit and attractive, sophisticated. Quiet, I guess. Actually, no, I don't know how they... Down-to-earth. Down-to-earth. Yep. If you had an uninterrupted hour to surf the internet, I would be doing live streams where I take these fucking quizzes. Nice. Look up new recipes, holiday destination, watch something on Netflix, browse through Facebook profiles, email friends. Not even any porn? Oh, God. Look at potential holiday destinations, to be honest with you. If I was really short on time. The city whose nightlife would best suit you? New York, Bangkok, London, I'm not sure. Paris, Miami, Tel Aviv. New York. You've been invited to a dinner party. What time do you arrive? On time, more or less. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm always like. I wouldn't be the first person there. I might be like the fourth. And what will you bring for the host of the following? Party games, selection of cheeses, something unique, a handmade candle, scarf, chocolates, a bottle of the host's favourite wine, obviously. And I brought 2 bottles for myself. How do you spark conversations with your fellow guests? Others, with a hug? Who goes up in a house party just to a random stranger to hug them? Look about the weather, with a joke. Ask as many questions about the guests as possible. I don't know. Hope they will start the conversation. When I'm hitting on someone, yeah. When I'm just having a conversation, no. Ask as many questions about the guests as possible. Other, though, because what I'd normally do is just make a passing comment about the person's house or getting here, and that sparks a larger conversation. So other. What flavors do you flock to? Sour, rich chocolate, creamy vanilla, and caramels. Fruit. Other. Spices. Other. Oh yeah. Look at those industrial factory tastes. No savory though, so I'm guessing other it is. Pick a movie. Skyfall, Sex and the City, Invictus, Cocktail, Pulp Fiction, or Casablanca. Ooh. Skyfall's alright. Sex and the City, train wreck, nowhere near enough nudity for my liking. Invictus is fine, it's a little bit more forgettable than it should for the topic. Cocktail's okay. I like Roadhouse better. Pulp Fiction's kick-ass. Casablanca. So, Casablanca or Pulp Fiction? You know, I actually have a poster, a little tiny poster of Casablanca on my wall, so I guess that wins out by default. Also, I always thought that there should be alternate endings for it, where some characters survive a lot better. But Casablanca, yeah. Pick a shape. You'd have gone for Pulp Fiction? I went with Casablanca because I'm a classy boy. None of that Tarantino level of smarmy class, but old school class. I'm gonna go with cube because, quite honestly, yeah, it's not offensive. And now I'll pick a drink. Again, what is up with these tests? They give you all these vague questions and an actual question related to your cocktail of choice or your food of choice or how gay you are. Vodka, champagne, Pernod, fruit juice, wine. I've already established this. Booze. My beer booze. Calculating results. My results are in. Really? Oh my god! That entire thing was wasted! You're down to earth, relaxed and sincere. Says what you mean. Others have come to you for advice and shoulder crown. You're here to have a good time, enjoy the company of others, and drink cold, refreshing beer. That's actually true, in all fairness on those parts. But anyway, now we get to play the real game. Are you a worthless incel? No. Not really. You can be gifted, cursed, or just plain, or plus plain when it comes to attracting romantic partners. Incels are virgins who want to get laid but can't because their unattractiveness, anxiety, or lack of feels. Lack of feels. Yeah. It's actually, I've seldom seen an unattractive incel, to be honest with you. It's stuff that they've put on themselves. I've seen blandness. I've seen a lot of plain looking dudes, but they're all like, "Ugh, girls don't like that." And I'm like, they would be if you weren't so much of a cunt. Are you one of these lads or something else? Do you have an incel magic or Chad charisma? I'm pretty sure I have Chad charisma, but don't hold me on that. That's a girl's job to do. In this quiz, you'll be finding out possibly improving your sad, pathetic life. Well, at least they're honest. This seems a tad more interesting. By the way, I'm still not over that fucking sandwich. I am really not over that sandwich. Are you male or female? I am a man. I am a woman or something else. They should have that as another option. If you're gonna do the something else, like that is ridiculous, right there. I am a man. What do you feel about the opposite gender? I don't need them. I like them. I won't even get near me. I don't like them. I love them with every fiber of my being. I don't love the whole gender with my fiber of my being, but I do like the whole gender with every fiber of my being. One thing about young couples, they're cute. How misguided. Mom just doesn't understand my pain. I sit here in the dark and I cut myself. They soil my day. When you see a young couple. Oh my god! Sorry, I'm eating some lemon infused rice right now. It's actually very nice. It's making my mouth dry though, and I'm trying to talk. They soiled my day. Like you see a young couple holding hands, kissing, just talking on a bench, and it's the equivalent of pissing yourself. I think if you click that, no matter what, you are an incel. I think they're cute. Too bad I can't be happy like them. Oh, I can be happy like them. I just have to go out and get them. I don't want to be exactly like them. I want to be as happy as me. Do you like pussy? Only have, only will. Oh, for God's sake. Don't need it that much. Yes, and hentai. Well, I mean, I like both those things, so yeah, pretty much. Why are you sad? My life was the same. Because of the system. System's out to get me, man. Keeping me down. I'm not. I am. My life was a mistake. No, it wasn't. That was actually planned. So, oh. I'm not sad because I'm not getting laid. I'm sad because climate change is real and things will trigger me online and offline, and I'm bald. Like, I don't have those other choices. They really need to expand these questions. I'm going to go down with because of the system. No, because then that would imply that I think that there's this system where women are trained to like only only like chads and shit like that, which I've seen more times than not, and even been a part of more times than not, to know that it's not true. My life was a mistake. It's not. Unless you count all life might be a mistake. Could be. That would imply some sort of agency. I'm just going to put down I'm not, because none of them do apply to me. If you could do anything for one day, what would it be? Let everyone know my suffering. You have the power to do anything for one day, and you suddenly fill up the sky with your like sad poetry from high school, and even when people close their eyes, they can see your face reading off it. Amy and the rest of the girls made fun of me at PE today. It's not my fault I've got irritable bowel syndrome. Let everyone know my suffering. Just chill. Make myself a Chad or Stacy. Now, the thing about it is, if I turn myself into a Chad, I wouldn't have the discipline to keep the body up. So, but it would only be for one day. So, I kind of would, but I don't know. Maybe just chill. No, I would do a Chad and Stacy. I would love to see how stupid life can be when you're that, like, superficial. When you're like someone from Love Island or the Jersey Shore, like, what's their lives like? What goes through their heads? And if it's only for one day, fuck yeah, I'd be a Chad or a Stacey. In 10 years, would you improve your life? Yes. I already live a good life. I don't know. Don't need to. No, I'm stuck like this. No, I'm not touching that one yet. Don't need to. I don't know. Would you, in 10 years, would you, that's an odd statement. Temptation Island, I don't know, is that like The Bachelor? Is that where like married couples or like long-term relationship people go to an island and just almost have sex, and then every time they like have a drunken kiss they get into an argument? And yeah, no, it'd be that sort of person, the sort of, I suppose not The Bachelor. The Bachelor seems to actually draw in people who have shreds of brain to them, but there's still levels of dumb. Not to say all reality show people are like that, but the bulk of them are, because they do the best drama. In 10 years, would you improve your life? Yes, because that seems positive. What social media do you use? Gee, I wonder what answer I'd get if I get 4chan. It's Facebook, because I'm an old man. How strong is your emotional fail? I don't feel zero. I don't feel anything. No, I'm not that emotional destitute. Although I will say I haven't cried in many years. I really mean that, and it's kind of scary to me. I really want to do it, and I don't. When I say, oh, I haven't cried in over a decade, I don't say that as like I don't say that as like an emotional sort of proud moment. It's kind of a shit moment, to be honest with you. Because I want to cry. I want to let it all out. I am sort of sad all the time. I mean, I can be very happy. I'm more happy than sad, but yeah, I'm kind of a dour fella. You like anime? Okay. I grew up with Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. I did, actually. Yeah, I have a waifu. I don't, but there are women in anime I'd love to see done into porn style, and I have seen that. Is my coping mechanism? No. Solid yes. I grew up with Pokemon. I'm not quite. I used to be a solid yes. Not really. Not much. People who have coping mechanism for anime. I don't know. And there's not a single mentions of video games here. How can you be an incel if you don't have The Sims? I don't get it. Yay! Are you a worthless incel? Your result, normal. All you need is to look your best, dress your best, and act your best. You might get cuckolded, but don't expect it fully. Compared to incels, you are doing fine. Well, I already knew that part, but what the fuck? Might get cuckolded? Oh, you know, the second you're in a relationship, a girl's gonna cook you. That's just how it goes. That is just how it goes. You know, sometimes I can't stand the way incels think. Like, let's say they have a former girlfriend, even if they didn't do anything. This be more MGTOW than incel, and then they leave that person, and that person goes and gets into a relationship. They still consider that a form of cuckolding. It could be like 5 or 10 years down the line when their former girlfriend finds somebody, but it's still not. It's like, she should have waited for me. Yeah. Primary level incel 66. Level 1 independent woman. Yes, I'm bland. I'm bland Bill. Now, here's a real question. A question I did not all steal from a certain podcast involving Fried and Deep. Which household from Hogwarts, which Hogwarts house would you be in? Question 1 of 12. You're making a PowerPoint presentation. What? Actually, they wouldn't be using technology like that. Presentation class project. You take charge, organize everyone, and end up doing... Oh, I thought this would like actively be while I was in Hogwarts. This looks like it's more going to be... You know. This thing is almost like what would have happened in the movies. The outhouse. Hell yeah. I'd be out there with Hagrid getting shit-faced on a like incredibly powerful homemade hooch and... messing around with like griffins and manticores and unicorns and shit like that. Fuck yeah. Take charge, organize everyone, and end up doing almost everything. Do a little of everything. Do as much research writing as other people. Make it flashy. Do as little as you can. Yeah, that'll be me. His potent stuff. Yeah, you think that's a beard on his face? Fuck no. He can grow a beard, but he shaves it and then keeps a particular type of medicinal herb that the ministry is totally cool with because he gives out free samples. Do you cheat in class? Yes, I did cheat in class. I try not to. It's the only way to stay afloat. Yeah. I totally did. When you die, you hope to be wealthy enough to provide many generations of your family. Interesting. Have achieved success and travelled the world. Probably that. Be surrounded by lifelong friends. Yeah. I've learned there is everything to know. No one can do that, so let's go with this. See a group of burlies picking on a nerd. Do you? Well, this actually depends. Caveat. Am I or am I not drunk? Because if I'm drunk, I might actually tell them to go and stop that. But also, if it was only me, probably not. Go to bullies and yell in their faces. Find nerd afterwards, reach out to him. Sympathize with nerd, walk by. I think it's a little funny. Dick. Well, that's a Slytherin answer right there. Go up to the bullies and yell in their faces. No, actually, what I'd do is, if they were actually assaulting him, I'd probably get a blunt object, and while one of them is over their head, I'll literally just hit him over the back of the head with it. He'll go down, and then with the broken, if it's a piece of wood, I'd just be screaming, "Who's fucking next?" And I just bluff my way for the kid to run away, and then we'd run away too. I might have killed that guy. Go up to the bully and yell in their face. Probably. Click to continue the quiz. Okay, why did it stop? That was an odd point. Which of these entertainment professions appeal to you most? Agent, screenwriter, major movie star. But believe it or not, screenwriter. I mean, they don't get paid anywhere near as... Actually, no, agent. Agents are cool. How do you flirt with someone you like? You don't. You tell someone straight up you like them. Have a real deep conversation, probably this. Make witty jokes and smile coyly, chan pants at them. Deliver great cheesy pickup line or wink at them. Don't have the balls to do that. Make witty jokes and smile coyly to charm the pants off them. Sometimes I can pull that off, but not often. Have a real deep conversation. Try to, yeah. In high school, your favourite extracurricular was student government, sports team, student club, debate or academic team. We didn't have any of these in Ireland. We had, obviously, sports teams. There was no student government. A student club. Well, I was a part of the computer course, but yeah. You get home from your corner store, notice you were a little undercharged. Do you drive back to the store and pay the difference? Don't worry about it. It's only a few dollars off. Yeah, that's really what I do. Your idea of worldwide summer vacation is hanging out and catching up with friends back home, parachuting or diving off the cliffs of Acapulco, curling up with a good book on the porch, summer school. Nerd. There's no city breaks, so I probably would parachute off the cliffs of Acapulco. I've jumped off cliffs before, and I've also done paragliding, so. It's like a club made out of misbehaving students. So, it's like punishment class. Well, I guess I'm that anyway. I've done that too. I've been in I was in detention. I was a bad boy. You hear that girl in your class has switched your writing to your same easy topic you've been working on since September. Idea first. Resent her, but say nothing. Don't care. Your good work will speak for itself. Confront her and ask not to copy your idea. Considering I cheat, that would be a bit of a... Something like this did happen in secondary school, but that's like our high school. But no, not really. I suppose I got all pissy about it in my mind at the time. Because, kids, they're not quite sure how reality works yet. How do you get your time alone when you want it? Do errands or go for a drive? Yeah. This is basically it. Alright, treat to my room. Sometimes I just tell my friends, sorry, I'm just not in a good mood today. Hell, I've cancelled streams because of that. When planning a group trip, are you the one who worries most about travel plans and lodging? You probably take the responsibility of planning if you can. Yes, actually. Because I'm usually the only one of the group who's actually done extensive travelling at any time. Let others worry about destination logistics. You're along for a wild ride. That's most of my friends trying to piggyback off me, and then they're like, oh, we don't need to go right now. Yes, we fucking do. The flight's in a few hours. Follow the leader and cast your vote when needed. When it happens, that's great. Recommend some planning options. You're the backup leader. Yeah. I hate to admit it. I'm like a big picture guy, and then I throw in my little 2 cents, and then other people are like, hey, yeah, but we'd have to leave now if we're going to grab the bus. And I'm like, that's true, yeah. Calculating results. Here's the moment of truth, folks. Ooh, Ravenclaw. Classy. You're wise, Continue as Dylan. Would you be in Ravenclaw? Fuck off. I know who I am. I am Dylan. I am great. You're wise, perceptive, and... Oh, I mean, actual club for use clubbing baby seals. Neat. Yeah, then I'm definitely down for that. At least it's different. At least they're expanding. We were shocked when our school had a golf club. We are wise, perspective, and quietly brilliant. We may not always be noticing right away, but you're widely respected for humour and brains. Yeah, that's, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Ravenclaw. Now, let's go back to go-to quiz. And this one is, which dictator are you? Ooh, well, considering I do love my strategy games. Yeah. History has shown us time and time again that despite the knowledge man has obtained from this past, dictators and evil figures throughout history still prevail in terrorizing the masses. What is a dictator exactly? Well, most of us know reading textbooks such as dictators as Adolf Hitler and Napoleon Bonaparte. However, a dictator is any person who totally and cruelly controls the entire population with an iron fist. Kind of. He just has final say over all governmental powers, really. You can be a dictator and not kill anyone, but it's rare. So what do we compare ourselves to some of these figures? Are we as society today really as civil and level-minded as we think we are? No. This quiz may tell you otherwise. What is your age? Under 18, 18 24, 25 to 30, 31 to 40. Yep. What is your gender? Male. Male. Not femme, but male. How much compassion do you have for the human race? Surprising amount. I want us to do well, but individual one, now and again, I can be a bit of a dick. More than anyone I know, I give us more credit, I think, than we're due. More than most, average, less than most people, hardly none. None people can go to hell. I say more than most. What would you be more likely to do if you sit down at table at dinner and find that the waitress did not collect her tip off it from the previous customer? Take it quickly before she realizes it. Nah, that seems like a dick move. Wait a while and see if she notices it, then takes it. Use it as your own tip. She doesn't realize it until she finishes eating. I did that once by accident, and I actually went back and corrected that. Take it, but give it to some to charity. Say something hoping she'll let you keep some out of good character. Yeah, probably. What was the last one? Tell her immediately without expecting a reward. That's usually what happens, but sometimes you kind of hope. If you have to kill one person, who would it be? Family member, friend, teacher, political leader, total stranger. Anyone for your own personal game. Well, here's the thing. Am I going to get away with it? Because if I can get away with it, probably a political leader. I won't say which, but it could be several. One which, what would it be? World peace, become rich, have someone you don't like disappear, control the world. Then you're just a dictator, so yeah, never die. Ooh. But do you age? Have any girl or guy you want. Oh man, some of these are great. Of course, if you never die, you could become the leader of some sort of faith where you're like, bring me all your virgins. No, not the neckbeard type. I suppose the crazy cat lady will be fine too, but make them have a bath first. How happy are you with yourself? Oh, yeah, I have to pick this one first. Probably to control the world. No, never die. I mean, let's be honest here, that transcends a lot of different things. How happy are you with yourself? Extremely, mostly content. Mostly content. I mean, they can always do much. Which of these things do you hate the most? Waiting in long lines, fighting through a crowd, exercising. Probably this. Driving in traffic, talking on the phone, lectures from your parents. Considering one's dead and the other doesn't live with me anymore. That's not really happening. Probably go with exercise. What do you find most interesting? Philosophy, art history, just art history, political science, mathematics, physics, and sociology. There's actually some of these are very interesting. Fuck off! I don't care about your ad. I'm on your website. This is Go To Quiz. There, I gave you some free publicity. Go to it. What subject do you find most interesting? Philosophy, political science, art, history, mathematics, physics, or sociology? Probably philosophy. True or false? Your love or would love a monogamous, be only one person, exclusively relationship. I wouldn't love the idea of it. If I love the person, it would just seem natural. I'm going to say yes, but I don't think that matters. Do you like violent movies? I do. I like plenty of violent movies. If someone's drowning, would you get someone else to try to save him? Jump in yourself and save him. Say to hell with them and keep going. I'm trying to think, has anything like this actually ever happened to me before? I have gone over to crowds that were looking at someone who was drowning. Again, I had drink on me, so I became quite brave. I got myself some Dutch courage, so jump in yourself and try to save him. If there's no one else doing it, yeah. Submit answer. Yasser Arafat? Really? Yasser fucking Arafat. Sure, you're a dictator, but no one really knows you're being too angry, especially compared to most other guys in this list. You will live a life contempt as an average dictator at best. Oh, well, fuck you. The next one's down would have been Mussolini. I'm cool with that. That's just a weird choice. Yasser Arafat. I wouldn't even call him a fucking dictator. I mean, I would, I suppose. He was, but he was elected. I suppose he was continuously elected. I mean, Hitler was elected. Alright. Well, alright then. I was expecting someone with a little bit more clout, but fine. Now, speaking of politics, this one I'm very curious about. Yeah, George Bush is a dictator, apparently. Doesn't even say if it's junior or senior. But George Bush? Wait. Did that say George Bush? No, it says George Bush. Oh man, you made me reopen this for nothing. I thought that said George Bush. Okay. Alright, so here's the political compass. I've done this before, but it's been a long time. Last time I did it, I got very close to what Bernie Sanders represents, so yeah. Let's see if I can duplicate that. By the way, feel the burn! Page 1 of 6. Wow. This is going to be a long page. This is going to be a long one. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Strongly fucking agree. I'd always support my country, whether it was right or wrong. Pretty strongly disagree. No one would choose his or her country at birth, so be foolish to be proud of it. I kind of agree there, actually. It's what you do with your country that matters. If you have helped your country along into something better than it was when you were a kid. Like, for example, I can understand now why Irish people are proud of Ireland. It's none of the people who also claim to be proud of, like, the IRA or anything like that. They're pissed off the way Ireland's gone very liberal these days. But Ireland is definitely turning a new leaf, and I like that. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. I just haven't looked at all the statistics yet. Yes, it is very obvious that the white man is the most important and, how you say, superior genetically to the under people of the world. Yes. Jeff! Jeff! Can I come out of the cage now? No, no, my love. You must wait. I do a shit JF voice. Strongly disagree. Fuck you. Enemy of the enemy is my friend. They can be, so... But not always. So, no, friend, no. But it has its moments. Military action that defines international law is sometimes justified. Let's think of a time it was justified. First Iraq War was sanctioned by international law. Balkans were sanctioned by international law. Rwanda never happened, so that's a bad as in, like, it never like the UN never actually sent troops to really try to save it. They never sent, like, Operation Free Rwanda, you know. I think sometimes it could, but I can't think of a particular type, so I gotta disagree. Not strongly, but there's now a worrying future in information and entertainment. Yes, there is. In fact, I even put down strongly because that then falls into the bracket of fake news. People are ultimately divided more by class and national... Yes! Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Disagree, I suppose. I mean, unemployment ties into inflation, ties into deflation. You know, get people jobs. And the economy will bounce back. At the very least, they'll be able to eat. Of course, if inflation goes so much then they can't afford to eat, then that's why I have disagree rather than strongly disagree. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment. They require... Fuck yes, they do. They siphoned off some of... Bush Senior and Barbara's eggs, and they made it in, like, this secret Republican base where they have Reagan's body frozen. Reagan and Nixon. And they were making this Super Bush who would become, like, more popular than, say, any Kennedy. But they made a mistake and he came out this weird mutant who just quotes, like, he had the foreshadowing of quoting every single stupid line any Bush ever said. Rawr, please clap. Rawr, nuclear. Nazi. I'm gonna eat a burger. My God, what have we done? From each according to his ability and according to his need. From each according to his ability to each according to his need. That's true, but, like, what is his need? Like, and where does his want come into it? Because we need to give people... That is a need to give people something that they want, you know? I mean, the internet's a good example there. We want the internet, but deep down inside we don't need the internet. If I lost the internet tomorrow forever, if we all did, it would be an absolute shit moment, but it wouldn't be a terribly, like, destructive moment for every person on the planet. So... But that's all from each according to his ability to each according to his need. I'm going to go with agree. It's a sad reflection on society that sometimes basic water is now being bottled, branded. Yeah, pretty much. And not only that, bottling the water is fucking up the environment. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. Disagree. It's regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. Yeah, pretty much. Protectism is sometimes a necessity in trade. That's just mercantilism in a different one, so I'm going to disagree there. Actually, I'm going to strongly disagree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver the profits to its shareholders. Fuck you. The rich are too highly taxed. Fuck you. Those who have the ability to pay should have access to a higher standard of medical care. Now this one's interesting. Because... No, not higher standard, but, like... I don't see anything inherently wrong with private, if you have a public option and a private option, but at the end of the day, all you could have by default is a better private option, so why not give that to the public? So I'm going to go with disagree. Government should be penalised business that mislead the public. Yeah, pretty much, strongly agree. A genuine free market requires restriction to the ability to predatory multinationals create monopolies. Yeah, that's what Teddy Roosevelt fucking did. The freer the market, the freer the people. Strongly disagree. Abortion when a woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. Strongly disagree. All authority should be questioned. Strongly agree. Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Disagree, but there are moments where that disagreement turns into agree. Let's look at Russia in World War II. Not that I think that what they did was right, but I can understand it. There are circumstances, I think, that cross a line. They have to be like history-altering, horrible moments, but yeah. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial. Fuck you, no. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Well, I'm thinking if I was like religious, if I was religious, I'd be able to say, strongly agree. Or like if I was a flat earther or an anti-vaxxer, I'm gonna put down disagree because I can't see a reason why. For example, no, I am gonna put down strongly disagree. I think that it needs to be compulsory. Now, your choice of schools can be whatever, but yeah, I do think that kids need to go to school. Now, I think those schools need to be completely reformed from top to bottom. But I think kids need to go to school. There's a lot of ifs and buts about that, but yeah. All people have their rights, but it's better for all of us that different sort of people should keep to their own kind. Once you use terms like should keep to their own kind, I gotta hit strongly disagree. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Have to? No. Actually, fuck it. Strongly disagree. Natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Strongly agree. It's one of the first things you can do. You have some sort of agency in life. Is to get away with a lie. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offence. Abso-fucking-lutely. Prime function of schools should be equip the future generation to find jobs. Pretty much. Although, along the way, if they can teach kids how to interact with other people in a healthy manner, that would also be great. People with serious inherent disabilities should be allowed to reproduce. I beg thine pardon from a personal standpoint. Go fuck yourself. Or rather, let me go fuck a third party. Perhaps your wife. Most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Strongly disagree. There are no savage and civilized people. There are only different cultures. Strongly agree. Actually, no, I'm going to back that up because Islam kind of disproves that, as do all militant religions, as to cultures that aren't even religious based. North Korea, for example. So I'm going to put down agree, not so much strongly agree. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. Those who are able to work and refuse. Well, I'm going to put down agree here. Like, I can't work. I've tried. I'm always open to the opportunity, but as such, I am kind of lashed to the social network of my country. Yet, if an opportunity came around, sure, but it's not because I refuse to work. I don't know, I hardly know any person ever. I've met them before who really do act like that, but, you know, a few bad apples don't necessarily need to spoil the bunch. Still. Yeah, Kind of. Then again, they'll quickly become impossible to work. Or they'll turn to drugs. Or, if not drugs, then crime. So I'm going to put disagree. But not by much. That's like really close to the 50-50 mark. There should be a third one when undecided or whatever. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Fuck that. You have to fight it. If you're troubled, you turn around, you find the problem, and you deal with it. It gives you agency. It gives you strength. First-generation immigrants can never be fully integrated with their new country. I'm going to put down disagree. It depends on the culture, and it depends on the individual. Sometimes people are adamant to become a part of their country that they've joined. Others do it without even realizing it, and some staunchly stay to their old ways, and even try to promote their ways onto other people. I'm looking at you, United Kingdom's Islamic population. What's good for the most successful corporation is always ultimately good for all of us. No. No broadcasting institution, however independent in its content, should receive public funding. No. No. Why wouldn't you? Like, PBS keeps itself afloat, and it keeps itself... Well, I wouldn't say 100% 50-50, but it tries to keep itself equal. Here in Ireland we have RTE, which is backed by the government, but it's not... Like, it's not a 100% mouthpiece for the government all the time. I actually might want to track that one now, thinking of it. Oh well, it's out there now. Our civil liberties are being excessively curved in the name of counter-terrorism. They are. In America, they are. So I'm going to put down strongly agree. Not so much these days, but that's only because the foundation's already been laid. A significant advantage of one-party state is that they avoid all arguments to delay the process of the democratic system. Disagree. A one-party state is about as practical as a two-party state. Now, a multi-tiered party state, like say here in Ireland, that has to often resort to compromise, but American politics is incredibly full of compromise. Compromise is just the most practical thing to do, and in a room full of 10 people, you gotta all band together at some point. This is really nice rice. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be... Fuck you! Wrongdoers. You know, I think the president's hair looks stupid. Get down, go, move! Like, fuck that shit. That's the hell. I'm making a joke about, like, the Winnie the Pooh meme for China. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. I actually agree on this. I actually do believe in the death penalty. I believe there's a moment, just like that whole warfare getting incredibly bloody moment, where it crosses a line. In civilized society, one must always have people above and obey people below to command. Well, that is the structure of a basic society, even in the most anarchist, socialist society. Yeah, but the way it's said, I'm just picturing a pyramid. But then again, of course it's a pyramid. I'm going to go with disagree. I'd like to think that there is a way out, but we just haven't really run across it yet. It might be anarchism. Like anarchistic capitalism, but a lot of people are going to die in the process, so no. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Fuck you, I hate the art place. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Again, fuck you. Just look at America's prison systems. It's a waste of time to try and read some criminals. Yes, I agree. Some criminals. Some. Not all, and not the vast majority. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. I pretty much disagree there, Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand. Mothers may have careers, but the first duty is to be house. Fuck off. Multinational corporations are unethical, exploiting the planet and genetic resources of developing companies. Yeah, they are. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. To a degree, but only when there's a line that can be broached. Astrology accurately explains many things. No, it doesn't. You cannot be more without being religious. Strongly disagree. And even the whole concept of morality needs to be topsy and indeed turbied. Charity is better than social security as a mean of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. Fuck, no it's not. Some people are naturally unlucky. Yeah, they are. I actually don't believe in luck, but some people have just been dealt a shitty hand. It's important that my child's school install religious fuck off. Finally, a look at sex, because that's what politicians like doing most of all. Sex outside is usually immoral. No. Same-sex couple is a stable, loving relationship, should not be excluded from position of should not be excluded, absolutely. Pornography depicting consensual adultery legal for the adult population, sure. What goes on in private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. Also agree, so long as it doesn't hurt anyone or an animal. Absolutely. No one can feel naturally homosexual. Fuck you, buddy. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. Fuck you, buddy. Let's see where we stand. Alright. Really? Really? What? So I'm a... I mean, I figured I was on the left, but... Alright. Workers of the world unite, I suppose. One thing I gotta say about these quizzes, they're really surprising me. I've either been... Yeah. I don't think I'd be the one who'd be planning the bomb underneath the government building, but I definitely would be the one who'd scout out the building to be planted. Well, fuck off. Fuck right off. I thought I was a social democrat. God diddly daffodil. Social libertarian. Great. I just don't like the idea of libertarian, the weight that comes down with it. I believe, for example, in roads. I really believe in roads. Like, I believe in public works. And I like certain aspects of capitalism. I don't think capitalism should have free reign to do everything. But, yeah. Social libertarian. Fuck's sake. This is the biggest shock to me. Well, fuck me and Karl Marx and Eagles. Maybe a bit of Lenin. That's the social side. Yeah. Well. Alright then. I'm actually going to save this and share it at a later date after the stream is finished. Oof. I really can't fucking believe that. Oh well. I've come a long way from my alt-right Hell, it wasn't even called alt-right back when I was like that. My outright neo-Nazi era, me. I suppose I have kept the social side of it. Like I said, I do like roads. Well, as we like to call them, autobahns, yeah? Alright. Alright, onwards and upwards. Beacon Press, igniting hearts and minds. How to tell if you have white fragility. Take our quiz to find and exhibit white fragility for traits. I basically typed in white guilt. Which of these feelings have you had when someone has suggested that something you've said or done might be racist? Singled out, guilty, judged, scared, attacked, shamed, accused, outraged, silenced, angry. Never had any of those feelings. Now, like I said, this has to count my more modern stage. I've done something racist. Thing is, I do have racial sides. I do have racist tendencies. Ones that I can even throw out arguments for. For example, the Roma gypsies, you know? When they're here in Europe, when they're here in Ireland, everyone I meet lives up to a stereotype. Does that mean that they're all trying to rob me? No, of course not. Does that mean that everyone, when they see them, immediately starts watching their fucking wallets and their phones? Yes. Why? Because almost always one of them will be caught trying to rob that shit. Is that fair? No. Is it something I've seen with my own anecdotal eyes? Yes. So that's racism. That is racism. I know that. But it's also something I've actively seen. So I'm not going to use those examples. Instead, I'm going to think of a time someone's outright just called me for being a bigot or whatever. And you know what? I've usually been silenced. That's the honest truth of it. I'm shocked because they usually give me an angle I haven't seen before, and I can't really argue against it. I responded when someone suggested something you've said or done be racist. Cried, focused on intentions, argued, denied, emotionally withdrew, avoided, physically left, saw observation. It's kind of the same thing, isn't it? Maybe argued. Which of these statements have you made when someone has suggested something said, I know people of colour, the real oppressed class, you don't know me, I disagree, you make me feel guilty. Who the fuck says that? I just said one innocent little thing, some people find offence but there is none, I can't say anything right, I have suffered too, never said any of those statements, that was not my intention, problem is your tone, you misunderstand me, you hurt my feelings, you're playing the race card. This could all be like, alright, let's think about this. Which of these statements have you made when someone has suggested that something you've said or done might be racist? I marched in the 60s. A little bit before my time, buddy. You're playing the race card, you hurt my feelings, you misunderstood me, the problem is your tone, that was not my intention, never said any statements, I have suffered too. Can't say anything right. That does seem like something I'd say when I realise an argument. Suppose I disagree. Which beliefs do you hold about your relationship to racism? I'm free of racism. Racism is intentional. I have only good intentions. I'm a good person, so I can't be racist. Fuck you. Racism is a consensus bias. I am not biased, so I am not racist. I have friends of colour, so I can't be racist. Racism is a simple problem. People just need to open their minds. Anyone who thinks I'm racist has misunderstood me. I'm the best judge of where racism has occurred. I have suffered in the face of barriers, so I don't need racial privilege. It is unkind to point out... Is it unkind to point out racism? I was told to treat everyone the same. There is no problem. Society found what it is. My worldview is objective. I've never held... Well, I suppose it's true. My worldview is objective. I mean, when you think about it, everyone's worldview is objective. When they see things, all they can do is bounce it off to themselves and do their best to make that work. But at the same time, even in my objective world, I've often been proven wrong. So I don't think I can add that one. There's no problem. Society is fine the way it is. I was taught to treat everyone the same. I actually wasn't. It's unkind to point out racism. That is just a weird statement to make. I have southern face buyers that do not have racial privilege. It's true, and then you start doing the race card thing, not the racial gymnastics. Anyone think I'm racist misunderstood me. Racism is a simple problem. I'm a friend of color. Racism is existential bias. I'm a good person. I can be racist. Racism potential. This one's very more complicated than the politics one. I've never held any of these beliefs. That's not true though. I have. So it's unkind to point out I was taught to treat everyone the same. No, again, I wasn't. No, I'm not. No one is. No one's the best. No, because that's like ingrained racism. Then I'm a good person. That is just some. No one who's a good person could say that unless they're fucking retarded. I am not biased. I am not racist. I'm actually gonna pick my worldview as objective. Whether it's true or false is another conversation entirely. But the fact is, I don't want to say I call it when I see it, because I often do follow the party line of that's racist, that's not racist. It's just sometimes I'm like, yeah, I know these people because I've lived with these people. But see, even now, these people, you see? Well, this won't put me in a good light. Is this an ad for a book? This has just been an ad for a book. Don't worry, we all do to some degree. This quiz helps you identify underlying assumptions that you hold about race, endangered feelings, behaviours, or confronted. What can you do now? Yep, this is a fucking ad for Robert DiAngelo's White Fragility. Why it's so hard for white people to talk about racism. Alright, well. Let's move on to something that won't piss on anyone, definitely. And definitely not piss off anyone. Yes, I'm a bigot, apparently. I wonder if there's a way of going like, you're not racist at all in that quiz. Well, here we are. This is what I want to fucking do, because I love my doggies. Every dog deserves more than a loving home. They deserve the right loving home. Find the best match for your family. What type of home, living space do you have? It's bigger than a closet, so I call it an apartment. Heh, cute. Cozy house. Large house. Thing is, my apartment's about as big as a bungalow. It's actually not that small at all. I've done enough tours in it for people to know I'm telling the truth. It's got multiple rooms. It's got big open bay windows. There's a big park thing outside it. I'm gonna put down a cozy house. How big is your yard? Small, medium, mowing doesn't take all day. Large enough to help me forget I've got neighbours. I'm gonna put down medium. Where's your home? Rural retreat. Listen, you can hear the grass growing. True. You have to keep dogs secure. Usually. I mean, sometimes every person has had this who's had a dog. The dog sometimes gets out. Sometimes you want the dog to get out and you don't worry about it. Like the person who lives across the street from me lets their little Scotty dog out every morning. And that little Scotty dog goes then and just controls the road for like 3 hours. It's always safe and it's always barking. For how long would your dog be alone each week? 10 to 20 hours at most. And that's more like none of these actually. It'd be like maybe whatever, 210. Do elderly or disabled people stay with you? No. What's your age group? 20 to 39. What's your age youngest child? No children. How active are you? Not very active. Well, I can be mildly active. How energetic should your dog be? I don't really expect to fetch ball, do you? Let's play catch, but don't make me run around too much. This is fun, try the ball again. Why are you stopping when we've been playing for 3 hours? Aww. I love dogs like that, but Christ, they're so exhausting. And they're like little kids, but the thing about it is they never grow up. Let's play catch, but don't make me throw around too much. Yeah. How much daily exercise do you give your dog? About 30 minutes. Every day. With the except, sometimes they get a bit more, sometimes they get a bit less. And if it's lashing rain, sorry, you're not going outside. I know, I know. What size are you looking for? Compact enough to I'm gonna put small. Actually, no, I'm gonna put don't care. Let's see what we get. To feed your dog. I'd spend up to about. I'd spend 25. I'd spend That's a large amount of food, though. Dongs, I don't care. Although, in all fairness, wiry and long would just be completely horrible. How often would your dog be groomed each week? Groomed? I suppose brushing them from time to time. A dog to protect your property. Yeah, this is always useful. You owned a dog before? I have indeed. I've owned a couple. And we get... This is my top 8 matches. Aw, look at him. Ooh, the Brussels Griffin looks great. Welsh Corgi, fuck yeah. Cavalier, that's really cool. Look at that thing. It looks like a horse. I bet that costs a fortune. Chinese crest, let's have a look. Look at him, it doesn't look real. That is a weird looking dog. Oh, that's a weird looking, majestic as fuck, but it looks like someone shrunk down a horse and strapped a dog face to him. Angry motherfucker. Angry motherfucker, these ones. I knew an old lady who had one of these. Auntie was licking its lips. No, and he doesn't look real. Well, obviously he doesn't look real. He's a fucking painting, but I mean... Oh my god! Look at that majestic bastard right there. It looks like they shaved another dog. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry we bred you. Forget Snowball, Scruffles asking Summer where her testicles is. If that dog gained sentience, there would be blood. So much blood. Oh, that is just unfortunate. If I had a chance, of course I'd get that dog. But, my Christ. Vannies. Aww. Scruffles. Scruffy Wuffy. Look at the poof. Dandy Demont Terrier. Ah, yeah, they're the terriers with the big poof heads. That's right. Probably if I picked any of them just by looks, I really always liked the Brussels Griffin. Oh, look at it! Look at it! Look at him! He looks like someone shaved an Ewok. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. Now you can see why I actually went through with this. Oh, yeah, I would pick that motherfucker right there. I mean, I'd pick any of them. Although you'd have to spend a fortune to feed this motherfucker. These things are just food machines. Cavalier, King Charles Spaniel. If I had a bit more land. But no, it would definitely be the Brussels Griffin. Alright, we're on the final one of the night. We've learned a lot today. We've learned that I am an egg salad sandwich. I'd go to Ravenclaw. I'm a dirty commie. And I have some severe racism And my dog looks amazing. I'm also straight, and yet want a bookworm. I think there was other ones too. But didn't I do a Star Wars one? I got Yoda! That's right. Because of course it's Yoda. Is that Yoda? It's Yoda. Is this quiz going to change your life? No. It will provide upwards of 5 minutes of entertainment and even a little insight to your personality and fashion sense. Heck yes. Oh, heck. Ooh. So I want to take a few moments to try it out. I mean, it's about your shoes. What more do you need? I don't know. What's your... I usually don't wear perfume, but, like, I could also be wearing, like, deodorants. Fresh and clean scents. You're throwing a party. What does the invite say? Grab blanket, s'mores, and beach. Probably the dinner and cocktails. How long is your hair? I miss my hair so much. It would be Pixieland. But a pixie that's been shaved. What's your Saturday night makeup look? Bit of bronzer and lip gloss. Nah, not the bronzer part anyway. Colourful smoky eye that matches your dress, that shimmering gloss. Red lip or smoky eye? Probably that. Does your office have a dress code? I don't work. I'm too pretty to work. How would you describe your bedroom? Girly to extreme. Simple, organized, and clean. Fuck no. Personally decorated. Decorated with hand-me-downs, but cozy. Decorated with mishmash of prints and textures. Probably, if I was a girl, it would be... probably this. You were a club, what would you be? President, of course. Secretary, I'm going to keep that organized. Social director. Probably just the person who shows up when they remember. Yeah, pretty much. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? 1 to 5 pairs. How many actually do I own? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 1 to 5 pairs. Your shoe, I would be a boot. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I'm definitely a boot. But one of those boots that old drunks in cartoons used to pour champagne out of. Like, drink champagne out of a boot. Ever notice how your friends always come to you in a crisis? That's because you're the most dependable and with it person they know. You got your act together and always up to any challenges. It's like a sturdy pair of boots. You always never do something walking all over you, people you love. Dainty? No. Badass gets things done? Yes. That's fair, actually. I'll take the boot. I'll take the boot any day of the week. So, that's it for the 11. I've been doing this nearly 2 hours now. So, what do we do? Do we do one more? Anyone got any suggestions, or do we wrap it up here? Do more? Yeah, I can do more for a little bit. But I noticed none of you have liked the stream. Am I not doing it right, Mommy? Am I not doing it right? I just want you to like me. Or downvote. Yeah, show your love this week by downvoting. Go on, be a rebel. Also, share the stream as well. This has been... I did it bad, I'm a bad boy. Well, so this has been the first, hopefully, of like something I'll do on a semi-regular basis. This is something that isn't gaming. At least till I get my laptop. I'll be getting that. Actually, I've got a fair bit of money put aside for the laptop now. I'll be getting the next one, not next week, but the week after. So I'm looking forward to that. And don't forget, next week is yeah, I was a boot, my favorite shoe, but I'm doing one more, so it's all right there, Bill. Yeah, I'm just quickly grabbing my composure. Yeah, we're doing the endurance run on probably Friday. Friday. It might turn into a 24-hour stream, might turn into more. And of course, I will be gaming games like The Sims and Skyrim and trying to get as much of a completion as possible, you know. Well, actually, in the case of The Sims, you can't really complete it, so what I'm going to do instead is do the Rags to Riches challenge. Never done it. I'll have to get rid of so many mods. Those Wicked Whims mobs would not be allowed on YouTube. Oh no. But anyway, alright, we're doing one more of these things. We got 15 minutes to kill after all. So let me think. I got one. I got one of I think sums me up very well. How black am I? There are many black people, but very few actually know they're black. A black person is someone who can truly hold it down the hood or in life, period. If you can't do that, I don't know what you are. I'm not saying you're white or anything, I'm just saying. So are you black? Take this quiz to find out how black you really are. Before this quiz, you might have thought you were black, but after this quiz, you'll leave, not ever have one more. Are you ready to find out what you really are? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna show everyone my proud... Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it remembered! That's weird, it actually remembered. Cool. So I'm 31 to 40, yep, male. What music do you listen to? Whatever's on, really. Although sometimes, obviously, I turn the music off, so... What kind of clothes do you wear? Baby fat, rogue wear, academics, holla, Gap, whatever looks nice. Well, as I don't understand what any of these motherfuckers are, I'm just gonna go whatever looks nice. What kind of shoes do you wear? Nike, Timberland, DC, Reebok, probably Nike actually. If a girl or boy gets smart with you, how do you react? Cuss him out, give him the look, say whatever, put him on the hiss list, think about it and say you should have done something. Nothing. Say whatever. Nah. It's none of these actually. If I'm going off like what I'd actually do, I'd probably get into like a debate with them. So think about say or do something probably. Brand new shoes, get stepped on the whole way in school. Do you tell them to watch where you're going? Say excuse you, act like you didn't feel it. Watch them walk past. Say it's okay. I used to do that. Say it was okay. If they did it on purpose, I'd push them down, and well, they'd get up and go, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Well, you started it." If you're at a party and serving drinks, what you drink? Anything and everything. If you're in the hood, someone gets shot, and you know who did it. What do you do? Snitch. Keep your mouth shut. Tell your mom. Tell the person who shot the person. Think about it and let go. Nothing, because you're scared. Well, I do know. I have been in situations like this, so I didn't say anything. I suppose I have to... No, I haven't told anyone... No. Girl or boy calls you out at school, fights, what you do. I mean, for the record, it wasn't shooting or anything, but... Well, that's to say there were violence. No one died, but... Yeah. If a girl or boy calls you out at school and fight, what do you do? Go ahead and fight. Get your friends to do it. Tell them you're not worth... they're not worth it. Don't waste your time and brick them. Fuck yeah. Don't be scared and get right. Be scared. Make an excuse why you can't find them. Go ahead and fight. Probably get my ass kicked, but... What's your worst thing you fear? Feet? Are they so terrified one day to take a hacksaw to their fucking ankles? Like, what's going on there? I find worms gross, but I don't fear them. I don't fear going to jail on average. Well, maybe that's because I'm white! Whoa! Feet? Cops? Love. Going to jail and cops are, on average, the same thing. Sometimes cops can be a bit worse. Nothing. I don't fear anything. I'm going to put down worms, because at least I feel them disgusting. What do you do in your spare time? Smoke, drink, listen to music, sleep, go out, watch TV, drink. Ooh, fucking hooroo. You're almost there, but I think there's a fair amount of not so black in you. Probably, you probably only last a week or two in the hood. Well, I'm fucking fine with that, because that's a week of me getting out of the hood. To my gentrified estate up there on the hills, where I can sip gin and laugh. Laugh at them down there. Bah ha 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 ha, they are so not us quite. Why are you all staring at me? Well, you're not us either. What do you mean? Well, you're 58% black. Yes, but that means I'm 42% white, which means that you aren't even half white. Oh. You're the equivalent of a bastard. One that we have all been there, done that, and killed. Speaking of, oh shit. And then I die. I'm actually surprised I got that high up. Probably because I don't take no shit from no one. Well, that killed all of 5 minutes. So, yeah, the one I was shocked with the most was the political spectrum. I knew I was on the left in social things. I was surprised I'm on the left in the political things. But I don't hate government. I like big government. I actually kind of like it. And I don't hate capitalism. I don't like it. But everything in moderation. I want regulation, but I don't want, you know, them to dish out food rations and shit like that. Tell me how much bath water you can have. Damn, that's good rice. Alright, so I'm getting a little tired of these quizzes. So I'm probably going to stop them now. But that was fun. I'd like to do something like this in the future. Now, it's late, but I've also been sleeping a lot, so it's kind of also early. I might end up doing another stream tonight. Let's see what game would be ideal. Probably play Limbo tomorrow, so it wouldn't be that. Maybe something like Enter the Gungeon or something like that. I haven't played that in a while. So, if you do see me, I'm probably going to play a game like that. Oh, wait, no, I know the perfect game. I downloaded Alan Wake. It's free currently on Epic. So I'll probably start, I'll either play Alec Wake tonight or tomorrow. Alan Wake, Alec Wake. That's a spin-off no one wanted. But yeah, thank you everyone who was in the chat, and thank you everyone who might watch in the future. This was fun. Anyone has any suggestions for future streaming ideas? Whether it be someone coming into the chat and we have a conversation, whether it be somebody like gotten more quizzes for me, someone like whatever. I'm up for listening, and I'm up to hearing you out. Yo, I'll probably reject you and laugh at you and tell all the children to laugh at you, but you know, the important thing is you tried. But yeah, you know the Jilly Juice by now. You know the Jilly Gist Juice by now. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up. Booga! Booga! Damn. I was going to bring up the Booga guy, but I don't know where he went to. I'll bring him back next time I want to reuse something, because Booga! But yeah, this is more of a yeah rather than a Booga. I have to do Mr. Burns one of these days. If there's a fat Mr. Burns, I want to do him. I want to do fat Mr. Burns. You heard it here first. I want to literally do him. Man, like, you know the gist by now. Like it, share it, subscribe, join the Discord. We have streams throughout the weekend, Wasted Wednesday, and then we got the endurance run, and that's going to be a fucking slog. But it should also be fun. It really all depends on who pops in. So, with that said, it's a shame I don't have enough time for one more, but I'm not in the mood, to be honest with you. So yeah. I'm out. Either I'll see you all later, or I'll see you all tomorrow. Either way. Booga! Also, fuck that sandwich.